Do we have sound
Yes.
now?
Is that better?
There we go. That should be doing it now.
Okay.
Is the Facebook good?
Is the little bars going? Yeah, it should be good then.
Okay, perfect.
Oh yeah, Facebook could hear us.
Yay! Okay, well, we'll redo that.
Let's recap.
Hello!
Demo December. Thank you, Tyler.
Demo December Part 1.
Technology's hard some days. Okay, so Demo December. We're on week 1, and we're gonna recap this for the people watching on YouTube, even if you heard it all already on Facebook.
Yep.
3 weeks of demos. Each week we will give you guys a code that you need to enter on our website, and you do need to get all 3 codes entered.
Yep.
And then at the end of that 3rd week, you'll get access to the poinsettia file,
Cute ones.
which will let you make the poinsettia jar toppers in the 2 sizes.
And they both fit in a 5x7 hoop.
Yes. And they're 3D, and they're so cute. So if you're like me and you had really good intentions of canning this year, and then you didn't, you have a lot of empty jars at your house.
That was me too! What a surprise!
So these could be like great gifts for everybody. And I would fill mine with M&Ms.
That's a really good idea. I like the pom-pom one up here.
I really,
Over
really
there.
like the chocolate M&Ms. Just plain chocolate. That's
No
what I'd fill with.
peanuts?
No. No.
Fair.
Just plain M&Ms, full jars full. That would crack me up at Christmas. Or mints.
Mints is an interesting idea.
Yeah.
What if you put dog treats in it?
I'd be worried my dog would want to chew off the flour off the top that I spent so long making.
Well, why would you give your dogs a jar? You can't open the jar.
I know, but it would smell like dog
You
treats.
gotta-
It would smell like dog treats. They try and get in.
It's true. It's true. I just put mine on a shelf where my puppy can't reach it,
Right.
which is any shelf.
Right.
He's very small.
So the other part of the deal here is you do have to get all 3 of those codes entered before December 29th. Because we only have until the 31st to hand out the designs.
And we're not here on a couple of those days.
Yeah, the 31st is Sunday.
So, by 29th.
29th of December. So you'll get a code this week, a code next week, and a code the week after.
Yep.
But anyway, part of today, before you get the code, is watching through a little demo.
Yeah, you gotta hang out with us. We're gonna do something interesting that I haven't done yet. Have you done it?
Not exactly like this,
I'm very excited.
but I'm going to try something. We're going to do something.
We're doing something
We've
new.
done a lot with tea towels, but we haven't done anything quite like this.
Yes, I'm very excited
So
for this.
this is where we're headed today. Some of you may already own Kimberbell Clear Blue Tiles. So Kimberbell Clear Blue Tiles is a set of quilting files.
Yep.
And comes in many, many, many sizes and many different designs and shapes. So there's Christmas, kind of winter and snowflakes and spring and swirls and fall and loops and all sorts of different things in all sorts of different shapes. And then the actual tiles themselves are the kind of the magic part of this whole system, because you can see exactly
cool.
where these quilting files will land if you were quilting.
Yep.
But I'm not sure you necessarily need to only quilt with them.
No, you really don't have to. And Kimberbell has a variety of blanks that you could do this with.
Yeah.
Like aprons,
Or
tea towels.
there's the pillows.
Oh, you could
There's
do pillows
pillows,
this
and
way.
there's also there's zippy pouch blanks with the zipper already installed. So you could quilt across those. And that was one of the digital dealer exclusives from 2021, I believe. So the design's still available.
Fabulous.
So anyway, a similar concept,
Excellent.
different end game. So I'm going to walk you through what setup on this might look like. Do you want to switch us to the top cam?
Of course I do. There we go.
So with these tiles, they are going to give you the block size that is being used. So the center one here, I've got a 4x4 finished block. So if this was being used on a quilt, you would be able to lay that out on top of your 4x4 finished block and make sure your quilting is going to land exactly where you want. What I'm thinking here is we're going to quilt a border onto a tea towel rather than getting all extreme and making a tea towel. Maybe you're picking up a tea towel blank from Kimberbell here in store. Maybe you're buying tea toweling and making tea towels yourself. But there's so many ways to embellish your tea towels beyond just handing off a plain tea towel. So we've done some things with border prints before, but I think just a pretty decorative stitch across there would add a whole bunch of life to this. And because you're not set in stone, you can figure out which of these tiles and sizes might look kind of funky. And you could decide you want something a little more centered and vertical. Build up a bigger center panel on your tea towel. Well, I kind of like that. I wonder what else that I have that could be. The math on this particular tea towel works better with a smaller block right there. But you could do a center tall thing. This would give you a sense of where that would land. Right on there.
That's very fun.
And the magical thing here, you can decide, oh, well, maybe I want a couple big things, a couple small things.
The world's your oyster, Leah.
Right? I'm so excited. And then all of the designs, if you pick the same design family, they'll all be the same scale.
Oh,
even if you're picking the big tile or the small tile.
So they won't look stretched out or shrunk.
No.
That's fabulous.
Right? So what's your vote? Something big and then a couple little things? Because I fold my tea towels in thirds when I hang them.
You sure do. This is a hard decision, Leah. I don't know what to pick.
You were supposed to decide for me.
No, I wasn't. Why don't we go with the little and the medium and the medium?
Okay. So what we're thinking is one of those that's centered and then another one.
Yeah.
Over there?
I like that.
Okay.
I'm so down.
I'm going to go find the actual center of my... I did already mark. I marked 1.5 inches up from the bottom of the tea towel. Because that's kind of the magical height, to not have your designs or your borders on your tea towels be floaty. We don't want floaty borders. That's weird. And this tea towel's about 20.5 inches. So that's going to be my center mark in there. With the clear blue tiles, you get a fabulous little water-soluble pen. And then we can go in and lay these out, matching up our notches. I'm going to mark the center point and the top. And then we could write 4x4.
So we don't forget what we put in there.
Right?
It's not like a 4x4 truck though, right?
No.
Doesn't go all 4 wheels.
No. No, it's a 4 inch by 4 inch size.
Just 4 inches by 4 inches.
But that arrow is going to give us the top orientation of that design. And marking off the crosshairs across it will let us use the tools on our machine to get that placed dead center.
I love it.
And we can leave these on while we get all their friends in place. And then depending on the hoop size on your machine, maybe you can only quilt this 4x4 in your smallest hoop.
So you could do lots of 4x4s.
You do lots of 4x4s. If you've got a bigger hoop on your machine, you might be able to quilt 2 or 3 of these all at once. You'll just have to get them placed. So 4x8. And then I've got the arrow pointing outward on there. And I think I'm going to have the arrow pointing outward on there so those designs go opposite each other.
Oh, that's a great plan.
And there will be a little bit of space between these when we quilt them out, but not all that much.
I see a suggestion for jelly beans, Leah.
Yeah, but what color of jelly beans do you like? I'm really picky with jelly beans. I like yellow ones.
I don't need enough jelly beans to know what color I like the most. I maybe need to eat more jelly beans.
That is probably the solution.
That's fully the solution here.
Fully
I don't
the
know what
solution.
color I like, so I have to eat them all.
Yeah, red, orange, or yellow jelly beans. Green ones taste weird, and so do white ones.
Okay.
Okay, that's my vote. Have you pulled up a couple designs?
I put the stick in.
Okay.
Do we have a preference?
I was thinking the wintry ones. Because you found some really fabulous Christmas variegated isocord.
I sure did.
And I think we can't see what you're doing on screen with where you have the camera placed.
Nope.
So, stabilizer that I'm going to use is Aquamesh Plus. So this is sticky back wash away stabilizer that will help hold our tea towel exactly in place in our hoop, which will be lovely. And I'm going to be using a 6x10 hoop. So if you had a longer hoop, you might be able to quilt. Oh, my piece of stabilizer might be big enough for the bigger hoop. Hang tight. Maybe we can do 2-in-1 hooping.
What?
I have a bigger hoop, 8x12.
That sounds too efficient, Leah.
Right? We're going to use the bigger hoop. So Aquamesh Plus, the sticky back stabilizers, they get hooped with the paper side up. You want to make sure your hoop is nice and loose when you start doing this, so it actually goes in. Definitely easier to hoop the sticky back stabilizers standing up, so everything doesn't move on you. And today my hand is not big enough to hold on to all of that. There we go. Okay, and we can score the paper. And we'll take off the paper layer, exposing the sticky back stabilizer. You can totally do this unless your nails are too Christmassy, and then you can't lift the stabilizer.
Yes, the fact that they're Christmas is definitely the Christmas.
They did that just for Demo December. I was so excited. I wanted to match the demos we did.
That's fair. That's a really good reason to do it.
Right? That's what I thought. So in my hoop right now, I've got the stabilizer in there. The bulk of my tea towel, the connection point on my hoop is off to the left. And that's where I'm going to put the bulk of the tea towel as well. So I've already got that nice straight edge marked on the tea towel. And I know that these designs are going to go just about to the end of my space. So I can use the markings on the hoop to make sure that I am within that quilting distance, that embroidery space. And I can use the edge of the hoop as my nice straight line. To get that placed and centered. And then we'll use the tools built into the machine to get our designs lined up this way. And this way. So that is where that's going to go when we get over to the machine.
I think I got it in the right spot now.
Sweet. So Chelsea's over at the machine. She's going to get the designs loaded. I think
you can see part of
we'll do the 4x4 one first.
Fabulous.
So on our clear blue tiles stick, there's winter, and we're doing the clear blue tiles method, not the block by block. So there's two types of files built into Kimberbell's clear blue tiles. The block by block will let you quilt a block as you're building it for things like the bench pillows and quilts. The clear blue tiles will let you use these tiles to build what you're building.
That looks like the 4x4. Are we doing 2 hoopings? Fantastic. Do we want to add them both in now? Or do one and then reset?
We might have to reposition our towel.
Okay.
Because 8x12 is the whole length I needed, and that's the exact size of our hoop. So yeah, load the other one. If we can do both at once, we will.
Okay. Cool. What's the other size?
4x8.
Can I make more words pop up on here, Leah?
You can. There's a camera key up at the top of your screen. Not that one.
Not that one?
Nope. There's it looks like a video camera over on the right hand side.
Oh.
That lets you preview the other file you have open. Did you hit that?
Oh, that's fun. Okay, hold on. I didn't even set that one.
Okay, set the first one.
I'm one step behind here today.
That's okay.
I'm going to guess it might be that one.
That looks like maybe.
That looks like it might be a 4x8.
Oh, that might be 4x12. The dimensions are at the top of your screen.
Oh yeah, they sure are. There we go. That one. Is there a 4x10 option? Or is that a 4x8, you think?
Oh, there might be a 4x10 option too. That looks like 4x8.
I'm going to go with that's the right one.
Yep.
Let's put that. Okay, great.
Okay.
We're halfway there.
Yep. I'm going to let you slide that in.
All right.
Okay, so you're going to hit embroidery. And then we can use our layout to, oh no, we need to go back a screen so we can move those individually. So in edit on this particular screen, which is just up there, the piece you have selected right now is the one with the big red box around it. So it's the larger of the two, the second one you brought in. And we're going to move that downward, kind of to the bottom of our hoop. And if you wanted to see exactly which hoop we actually have on the machine right now, we can go into the user settings at the top of the screen, which looks like a sheet of paper, and tell it frame size of 8x12. So now that light gray outline on there is our actual total quiltable area. And we'll be able to get that placed a little more accurately in a moment. So now there's a select key with an arrow, and you could select between the two objects and move the other one where you want it, which was kind of right on top.
This might be a little tight, Leah.
And then we also get, yeah, I was thinking it might be just a wee bit tight. But I bet if we rotated that, it would fit together better.
That looks right.
That looks right.
Now my up is over there and my other one's pointing this way. Look at us go.
Right.
All right. Okay.
So now we can do a background scan on the hoop. We are working on a Brother Luminaire XP3 today. So there is a background scan, which looks like a clicky camera with a white sheet of paper in behind it, up at the top of the screen. And you can hit scan. And we'll scan the whole hoop. So this will help us figure out where we are left to right.
trying to make it not yank off.
Yeah.
With my nice loose tea towel hanging off.
So now on your
Beautiful.
screen, can you see where those center markings are? They're pretty faint.
They're pretty faint. Can I make it darker? Is that what this is? There we go. Yeah, I can kind of see them right there. Right about there.
Okay.
That's where it looks like.
Yeah, and we could scoot the other one over to match up. And that's going to be just out of our quilting area.
Mm-hmm.
So we could reposition our tea towel and move it up just a smidge.
We could do that.
We could do that. Because it's just on sticky back stabilizer. I was thinking it might be a smidge too low. I have to go up like half an inch or a whole inch.
I'm gonna guess about half an inch.
I went up about half an inch.
Beautiful.
But we can use the projector as our final check. Because if we just move both of those pieces up into the quiltable area. Are you good?
Yeah, I got stuck on the needle.
Oops.
You know, when you're trying to put too many things in at once. All right. We are locked and loaded, Leah.
Okay, so let's just move both those pieces up until they fit in the quilting area. Because I didn't move over left and right at all. And if you hit close on that screen, we can get back into your edit keys and move that way. So under your move key, we can move them over with arrow keys, just smidgens at a time.
Oh, that's fun.
Right.
I like that.
Cute.
That looks pretty good.
Yep, I think so. Our final double check. You can hit embroidery. And we can turn on the projector for a second, which we probably can't see with where our camera's set up. So we'll have to do a camera rearrange in a second. But the projector will project on this machine exactly where that embroidery is going to land.
Would you like to move to front camera so I don't make anyone motion sick?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So the thread we're using today is an Isacord variegated red, white, green, which is going to be super duper cute and take this kind of taupey colored towel to the next level. We're just going to use a white bobbin thread on the back. And if anybody's looking at the back of your tea towels, I hope they're helping you fold laundry. Just saying. That's, I think, what should be happening.
I think so.
So are you good to...
I think I might be in the right place. Oh, no, I'm too high.
Got a new camera adjustment. And the background colors don't show up very well here at all. There you can see the quilting.
Nailed it.
Awesome. So if you're happy with placement, Chelsea, if you want to move the red box over on the screen, we can change where the projector is showing. Make sure we're not falling off the edge of the tea towel.
So it's running just at the edge of my hem there. I'm going to scooch up to the very top.
Nice.
And that looks pretty center.
Right? I think it looks great.
That was pretty good.
Okay.
All right.
So one last thing. We know we're doing all of this, like we loaded 2 embroidery files in at once, and we know we want them done with the same color.
Yep.
So I don't necessarily want the machine to stop and yell at me that it's ready for a color change at every step. So in layout on your machine, there's an option to go from 2 blue spools to 1 single white spool, and that will make this a single color design. And stitch all of that out in one go. So you're gonna lower the foot and hit go. That's gonna stitch the first one we brought in, which is the square one. Super cute variegated thread.
I like the variegated thread.
Right?
It always looks so pretty in embroidery.
I absolutely love it. I think it's fabulous. My kids were asking the other day about thread, and they're like, there needs to be like Christmas thread. And
There is.
And I said, there is variegated thread. I made you ornaments out of it. I made lace ornaments out of variegated thread for them. They're like, I don't remember that. Don't worry, when you set up the tree, we'll get it sorted. You'll remember them
They'll
then.
know soon.
Yeah. But when I made those ornaments, they were quite young, so they don't understand the concept, but now that they're sewing themselves,
Now they know.
now they know
A little more.
little more. And I think if we make more things this year, they're going to want variegated thread on it.
I think they will.
But maybe they get to decide how lace ornaments go this year, and I'll get them to make some.
Oh, that's a fabulous idea.
Right?
I'm sure they'll love it. I love watching a machine stitch.
Me too. You
There's
like watching
nothing
the
better.
embroidery channel? So,
Yes.
So yeah, using your clear blue tiles in a very non-quilting way, we're going to have a really gorgeous embellished tea towel at the end of this.
We sure are.
And you could really use any of your quilting designs this way on any of your embroidered machines. So, but how cute would it be if you quilted a table runner to match the
That would be so cute.
or if you wanted to do this as a decorative hem finish on an apron?
Oh yeah, or on napkins.
Yeah, it could all coordinate.
Excellent idea.
It could totally all coordinate.
Oh, and it's just continuing to stitch that next block.
Great.
It was actually pretty right in the center there. I'm pretty pleased with that positioning. That's pretty good.
And then to get the other side of that done, we would rehoop and reposition.
Fabulous.
And if you had a bigger hoop on your machine, or you didn't quilt quite to the end of your tea towels, you might be able to do each tea towel in one hooping.
Ooh.
But you could decide how long you want that to go. Do you want it to hang the whole width of the tea towel, or just like the center third, or a little wider than the center third, so it does wrap when you fold your towels on the hanger.
Fabulous idea. I like all of this. This one has a really cute little hanger on the corner of it.
Yeah, so going all the way across the end on this one, I think makes sense, because if you hang it on a hook in your kitchen.
Yeah, and this one's going to be gifted, I heard.
Perfect. It's fabulous.
Gonna travel away.
I love it. If you are embroidering on our white tea toweling and using isocord thread, the isocord thread is color fast. So even if somebody goes to bleach their white tea towels, they're not going to bleach their thread.
Ooh, I
Which is
love
awesome.
that.
Totally awesome.
That's fantastic.
I like it.
I
And
love
there's
it.
so many colors of isocord.
Like, there are so many shades of red, I don't even know how many there are. That's how many there are. I haven't taken the time to count them all.
It's like a
There's so
third of the
many.
rack. Not a quarter of the rack, but like an eighth of the rack is red out of the 400 colors.
I would say roughly at least an eighth of the rack.
It's very evenly split across.
So probably about 50 spools of red.
Yeah.
Quick math.
Yeah.
Out of 400.
Yeah. It'll keep you going a little
That's
while.
a lot. And they're long. They have 1,000 meters on each spool,
Right.
which is excellent.
You can quilt a long ways because it doesn't go through thread nearly as quickly as like traditional embroidery.
It's true.
So it takes a little less thread than filling in a dense fill. That's going pretty quick. You have like 1 minute left on this first bit of tea towel.
Yeah, it's almost done. It's speedy.
Should we almost tell them how they're gonna do step 1 to get their free design, or we'll wait till that's done?
We can almost tell them.
We can almost tell them. What are the other things we're gonna do with our? Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute too. They have to wait. We're almost done quilting.
They're cute here.
I think I want one on a headband.
That would be really adorable. You could also attach them to pins.
Yes. I was thinking we could put the poinsettias, instead of making jar toppers, I would stitch mine to a piece of ribbon and use them as my bows on my gift wrapping.
Cute.
Or you could put a piece of ribbon in and hang them in your tree.
Or you could get an embroidery hoop and then hang them in your tree.
Also an option.
Or you could just hot glue the ring together.
Yeah?
This one doesn't actually have a metal lid inside of it.
Well, that's magic.
I was tricky. We didn't have enough narrow jars with lids. So it's in there.
That's fabulous.
But there's no metal on this one. It's just how well made this design is.
Right?
This one has a metal piece in it.
If you're going to be opening the jar and taking your M&Ms out,
You might need a metal piece.
you might need a metal piece.
Let's see if we can get it out. Ah, there it is. That one's metal.
Yeah.
And the jar's cute.
So,
I think my puppy needs one of these.
okay. I feel like my cat won't care.
I feel like your cat will, yeah. That looks pretty good, Leah. Should we take it out?
Yeah. Yeah. The wash away marker on here is going to come out if you throw these through the wash, and it's on wash away stabilizers. So if you're doing a whole batch of these, we'd be able to. I'm going to switch to top cam. So a little bit of water will take off both the stabilizer and the blue markings.
Fabulous.
But really, if I was doing a batch of these, I would just throw them all in my laundry.
Yeah.
And
would you trim out a little bit of the stabilizer so
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
throwing that big of a hunk in?
I'd trim like half an inch around, so I've not got a massive piece going in the wash.
That makes sense.
And I don't want the paper going in the wash.
No, we don't want to put paper through
No.
our washing machine. Not today.
So that is my idea for your clear blue tiles. That is not quilting.
It's a fabulous idea. I love it.
And I think it'll be so easy to embellish your tea towels, and this is going to look super cute. For next week's demo, we'll have this washed out and hung up to show you guys the finished product. So from here, we would take this out and hoop, trim off the excess stabilizer, rehoop, and carry on to the other piece. But you guys have seen the magic in action, and you know how you're going to use your clear blue tiles.
That's fabulous. It's not just for quilting quilts.
No, never just for quilting quilts. Do you want to switch back to print?
Oh, yep, of course I do.
So, when you're having enough fun with clear blue tiles, the regular starter pack.
Oh, there's this
There's an
exciting one.
expansion.
There's an expansion pack.
There's an expansion pack. Some more designs in the expansion pack and some more sizes of tiles. So,
Cool.
great add-on. Get started with the basic one when you're having fun and you need more things to play with. Add the expansion or get both right off the beginning.
And there's more markers
This
in here.
This could be from your dog for Christmas, and this could be from your man for Christmas.
Yeah.
Or your partner, or
Or
your
it
kids.
could be from you to you.
Right? Sometimes I buy my own gifts. Sometimes I give
too.
very clear instructions of where to go to get the thing I want. That's usually how I shop.
Sometimes there might be like 10 sticky notes attached to everything they own.
The other thing that is out there in the same line of files, there are more files from Kimberbell than what comes here in store.
There sure is.
We also have an affiliate account with Kimberbell, and you're able to shop, still supporting us through Kimberbell's site.
Yep.
So you'd start at our website, go to our affiliate page, click on Kimberbell Shop Now, and that would take you to their vault. And they've got background quilting files that come in the
Yep.
same file formats, both the block by block version and the clear blue tiles version.
Do they,
For all sorts of other things that coordinate with all their other projects.
they call it the vault?
Yes.
That's so adorable. I
Yeah.
love it.
So
I'm
they're
so
on
down.
their online store.
Fabulous.
And then you can download all sorts of other things that are going to coordinate with their new projects that are coming out.
Yep.
And you'll find different designs in there.
Pretty fabulous, Leah.
Right? I think it's great. It's going to be a really cute detail.
I can't wait.
So,
Can't wait.
the whole point of watching today's demo was to get your first instruction to get your design for your poinsettia jar topper design for free. You get to watch a video, you get to learn something, you get a free design in 3 weeks. This sounds great.
It sounds really easy and I love it.
Yeah. So the way you're going to get this design is on our website, mysewingroom.ca.
Mm-hmm.
You will need to make an account.
Yep.
Because you can't shop on our site without one. But Anne has made the samples and recorded an entire class of how to make the jar toppers.
And she has some really good tips and tricks in there.
So Anne has made these, we've recorded it as a class. So essentially you get the free design and a free class.
What?
Sounding even better, right?
We're giving away so much free stuff.
It's Christmas.
That is Christmas.
People have so many other things they want to spend their money on. And I know
It's true.
And as people who create and sew, we don't often do things for ourselves.
It's true.
So you're probably not going to keep all of these for yourself, but getting a free class to get you started when you get that design will get you through that hurdle and get you making your jar toppers right away. So you're going to go to mysewingroom.ca. You're going to make an account. And then you need to put something in your cart and then enter the coupon code. So your coupon code for week 1.
It was hard to spell, so we made a cute banner. We had a whole conversation on this. I had to Google the spelling, and Leah said, "Is that how you spell it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." So
English
here it
makes
is.
no sense to me, even though it's my first language. I learned to write in French first because I did French immersion. So there's the odd word in English. I'm like, really? And poinsettia is one of those words.
Yep.
So their code for week 1 is demo poinsettia.
No spaces.
No spaces. You'll enter that in your cart and whatever else you're shopping for. We have some Black Friday sales going on until the 25th, end of the 25th.
Yep.
So there's a couple things there. You might want to pick yourself up some aqua mesh, maybe some thread, maybe your clear blue tiles.
Maybe a couple detail
The
blanks.
design itself will be free. So if you only want to be able to get that free design, you still need that coupon code. And I do believe we have a link that we'll post in the comments below as well.
We'll put them in the
Poinsettia.
Oh,
Poinsettia.
there's a T.
I don't
missing.
even know how to spell or talk.
Me neither.
I've called it a poinsettia my entire life. I don't know where I don't know what rock I grew up under.
Yellow knife.
I grew up in Red Deer.
All right.
Learn French
I'm
first.
laughing
I don't
too
know.
hard.
So there, we will post a link in both the YouTube and Facebook video. This video, you're allowed to do this until the end of 2023. So you do need to have all 3 of your codes written into our website by the 29th to get your design.
It's true.
And your free class.
Yep.
You need all 3 codes to get there. We're giving you 1 a week. So next Friday, you'll get code 2.
Next Friday. I heard Maureen's joining me that week.
Yeah. Maureen knows so much. She's a wealth of information too. So it'll be lots of fun.
She sure is.
Another demo next week. You'll be 1 step closer the week after. And then if you watch all 3 right on time, you'll have your code with enough time to watch the free class on how to actually make your jar topper.
Yep.
And it will be recorded and available
soon.
It'll be available when the design is available.
Ooh, so you can't get ahead of us because you won't have the design anyways.
Yeah. You do have to get to the end of the 3rd demo before we give you any of it.
It's true.
So.
It's true.
that is what we have for you today. If you have questions, reach out, order desk at mysewingroom.ca.
Yep.
We'd be happy to help you troubleshoot either setting up your account online or double checking that you have what you need. You're welcome to give us a call.
Yes.
But this does need to be done on the web.
It sure does.
So thank you for joining us. Highly recommend that you also subscribe to our e-news. And if you're watching on YouTube, there's a bell. You'd hit subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you know when we go live next week.
It's true.
And all the other times we go live. Besides Demo of December.
Sometimes we randomly go live.
That's true. That's always fun.
It's true. It's fantastic.
Yes. So, happy tea towel embellishing with your clear blue tiles.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us today, everybody.